So as I talked about, quoting a website is very difficult, and there are a lot of variables that can cause the price to increase or decrease depending on what happens in the project. So one of those big variables is communication. I mean, communication is key to the success of any project. Doesn't have to be web development. So I think the key to mitigating the risk here and making this efficient is, one, identifying how you're going to communicate before you engage with any third parties or even internal team members. Like, what's the communication process? Is it going to be daily meetings, weekly meetings, phone calls, email, project management software? Nowadays, many people are using Slack. We use Slack very heavily. Slack is key for our communication. So I think identifying what those systems are and making sure that they're all working together with all the parties is very important. So what makes us successful with our clients is we actually integrate them into our Slack, we integrate them into our project management software, and we try and really kind of build a cohesive team. So I would definitely make sure that this process of communication is very cohesive, and you don't have one party using a project management system and then another party using another project management system, and you have all these different systems tracking the tasks of the project. And there's no central way to manage all the tasks. So I would make sure that the communication is really thought out and is efficient. Frankly, I think phone calls are the least efficient time because you have a lot of people talking. Not everyone's getting value or production out of those calls. So if you have 10 people on a call every day, it's probably not a very efficient use of time, especially if those are long phone calls. So that's why I think things like Slack and project management software, emails, and maybe some quick phone calls, but avoiding those long calls all the time can speed up or reduce the communication time. So maybe making those maybe only once a week instead of every day, or finding ways to really kind of improve the efficiency of communication goes a long way. So that's why we find tools like Slack to be really efficient, because sometimes you can actually eliminate a phone call by just a couple messages and then solve the problem just right there instead of having to get on a call. So figure out your communication strategies and systems and processes, and make sure that it's really uniform across all the parties on the project.